Hello Scorpio, welcome to your March 11 until the 20th general love reading. This reading is intended for Scorpio sun, moon, and rising signs, and it can apply to any love connection, platonic, romantic, or even family, as long as you feel love for that person. Before we begin this reading, I want to say thank you to my viewers for your subscriptions, to everybody who's been liking and sharing the videos. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm excited to read your energy, Scorpio. Let us see what is going on for you for this period of March in love and relationship. If you guys are interested to book for a private reading, kindly check my information down below. Spirit, angels, and universe, give us the messages for the sign of Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. What can they expect the spirit of March 11 to the 20th in love and relationships? Alright, so let us cut this deck and then we're going to start with your reading. So your first card is the Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, the Hanged Man, Ace of Swords, Knight of Cups, Two of Swords. Okay. You could be connecting with someone that has Earth in their chart, or could be a water sign such as yourself, Scorpio. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or someone that has Cancer, Pisces, and or another Scorpio such as yourself. I feel like someone wants to escape something badly. Alright, I feel like someone in this relationship is considering letting go and leaving a situation behind, because it has been a situation that keeps on repeating itself and nothing is really changing. Alright, with the Hangman over here, someone feels everything is just suspended, nothing is moving, nothing is flowing, no new energies, and it feels like someone feels hopelessly stuck. But in reality, this person can easily change his or her situation. I feel like it could be your energy as well, Scorpio. You are aware that you have to let go of a certain situation or a relationship that keeps playing the same kind of rhythm in your life. And you're about to be confronted with a decision. I think that you are facing on a fork road right now in your life, and it's very critical for you to make that to make that relationship work. All right, but it feels like because of a certain issue that you have with this person, you are considering letting go of it altogether. So it's kind of like an escape of some sort. And I think that someone feels exhausted dealing with this whole situation. It could have been a lot of battles. It could have been an on and off issue that you both have dealt with in the past, and it keeps on playing over and over, and it starts to become really draining for the two of you. Instead of moving forward, you guys are really stuck with the same issues. Reason why I said that, because we have the Nine of Wands with the Hangman. These two together suggest that you both have perhaps hurt each other and couldn't find a real reasonable solution to move forward together. And so it does seem like you both are stuck because you haven't truly decided on letting go and letting those issues die down. All right, so Scorpio, this Queen of Pentacles again could be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I feel like there is love definitely between the two of you, but there's just too much of a challenge in your environment right now. It could be that you are standing strong in order to see things through with someone because you have invested emotionally, physically, spiritually with this relationship for far too long. You both have fought many battles, either against each other or for each other. And it's just very difficult to just let it go altogether. But at the same time, it's sort of frustrating to see this relationship fall apart because you both couldn't find a solution. So that's what I'm getting. And I think that someone feels very emotionally attached with this relationship, that it's beginning to clutter their better judgment. So with the Hangman right here, I'm gravitating towards the key that this person is holding. All right, but it almost feels like this person is closing his or her eyes from the real situation and is just letting himself hang there. If this is you, Scorpio, then you need to know, if you feel frustrated overall because nothing is moving, nothing is happening in your life, you have really the control. You just have to be aware of that you hold the key. And as soon as you are aware of that, find some way to adjust and see this in a different approach. All right? And that's why the Hangman is here. You know, you are already suspended. You are already upside down. So you might as well see this in a different way. And you might benefit from being stuck after all, because it will allow you to have a different perspective and therefore being enlightened about this relationship that feels like nothing is changing. So with the Two Swords, in time you will realize that you need to confront the situation and make a decision. If you open your eyes and unlock yourself, untie yourself from being suspended, such as like this Two Swords as well, if you are aware that you can just take out that blindfold and see the situation for what it is, you might be closer to a solution than you think you are. All right? It almost feels like, you know, once you just take off that blindfold, or once you just open your eyes to the reality of the situation, the decision is not really hard any longer. You can almost see and smell this new wave of changes about to come. But the cue here is you. So you are stuck as long as you want to be stuck, Scorpio, or someone is stuck in this connection as long as they want to be stuck. So if you want to be unstuck with something, you gotta have to make an extra effort and no longer be in denial. That's what I feel like. Nine of Wands is a reminder of your strength, of your endurance. I don't feel like you have a broken spirit going through this. It's quite the contrary. I feel like you have so much energy within you that you don't want to give up on this connection, but you already know something has to be taken out of the equation. Say, for example, you love this person and this person loves you back, because I see the Knight of Cups, but there are issues that won't die down, so it may require some form of a break or a confrontation or a moment of reckoning. And that kind of Hangman energy, you need to let go of those energies that are not serving the two of you in order to move forward from this, all of this chaotic energies. Because with the Nine of Wands, you have to be aware, what are you actually fighting for here? I get that you are strong, you have been hurt, but you're not giving up. But there are certain battles you have to be aware. It no longer needs to be fought, but you just have to accept it for what it is. So look at this contrasting energies over here. I hope that I'm making sense. Nine of Wands, you are only exerting so much of yourself. And even though you're strong and your spirit is not really broken, all right, and you're not giving up, who knows how long you can sustain this kind of energy. It seems like there has been a lot that you already experienced. You have been bruised, you have been hurt, and you can only sustain this energy for a short amount of time. All right? But with the Hangman, as soon as you gain perspective of your situation, you could almost see that there's a calmness in this kind of image right here. There's no panic. There's no need to be on alert mode most of the time, because this energy is quite exhausting, to be honest. Always on the guard, always on restricted mode. But with the Hangman, it's as if it's a lot better to just let it go. All right? No need to panic, no need to exert too much effort, no need to fight what you know is already coming. And I think that you are aware of what this is, Scorpio. You are aware what you should let go of, all right? Because it's exhausting, to be honest, to constantly be in the Nine of Wands energy, especially if, see, you have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is a very grounding energy. And so it feels like it's taking a long time for things to progress, just because someone might be stubborn on change and it's fighting the change that is coming. So instead of smoothing out the process, someone is making it extra difficult to follow through on that next chapter, on that transition. So with the Ace of Swords, I feel like it's gonna come to you, Scorpio, or with this person. You're going to realize something with this person that you're dealing with, this Queen of Pentacles. It's going to be an aha moment. It's not something that you have thought of for a long time now. Contrary to that, it's kind of like a huge realization. It's going to come to you in your most quiet times, and you're going to realize a brand new idea, a brand new approach. Therefore, it's going to allow you to have a different perspective in your situation. And if you grab a hold of this Ace of Swords, remember this Ace of Swords is a seed. It's a gift from the universe. That kind of mental clarity is maybe what you need right now to see that there's a way out of your situation. There's a different approach, a different method that you haven't truly thought of before. You may have just overseen this kind of approach because you think it may not work, and so you keep on trying on relying on your old methods, on your old way. See, Nine of Wands is a card that talks about endurance, but following through on a plan because you think that this is the right way of doing things. This is the sure way of doing things. But again, it's exhausting. So if that method is no longer applicable to you, if that kind of lifestyle, treatment, or pattern that you do in a relationship, or perhaps this relationship overall is not working out for you right now, once this realization comes through from the universe to you, once that idea, grab that idea, all right, hold that kind of power, mental clarity, and it's going to help you solve the situation, have a different approach, a different perspective, you know, and it's going to give you that mental capacity to think of solutions regarding your situation. So with the Knight of Cups, again, two contrasting energies, and that is why you have a decision to make, my dear Scorpio. There's no right or wrong way of doing things. It's only a matter of what will you choose. So if you choose to go with the Nine of Wands, like I mentioned, you're going to need to sustain more of that battle, and how long will you be able to keep up? But if you let the universe do its way and don't fight back this change that needs to happen, you're going to find more relief than anything else, because, well, you don't have to rely on your own strength. There's a spiritual awakening going on with the Hangman. All right, it might be not necessarily what people agree on your part, or your partner agrees upon, because you have, once you pursue this, it's going to be a different mindset. But that's why it's different, because this might work. This is entirely different to the plan you used to have. And with the Knight of Cups, along with the Ace of Swords, like I mentioned, contrasting energies. One is on the rational side and one is on the more emotional side. Well, Knight of Cups, this kind of person, this is a water sign. If this is your energy, you feel like you just want to follow through with your original plan, because that is where you feel the bliss. You know what I mean? It's a weird energy that I'm getting with the Knight of Cups, because this person is romantic and passionate, and there is no room for logic with this kind of energy right here. Knight of Cups. This person feels passionate after what they believe in, but they don't really see the bigger picture. So take, for example, with the Nine of Wands, of course, this meaning would change, and I feel like it talks more about someone insisting on what they think is right, following it through without thinking of the bigger picture, and another method of doing things. So if one has the courage to see the real issue here, I think that you're going to be amazed at how simple a solution can be. That's the vibe I'm getting here. Instead of exhausting your energy, and instead of letting your emotions rule your better judgment. Because I feel like Knight of Cups, emotions with the Nine of Wands, endurance. So you are relying on your emotional capacity to insist this kind of method, this kind of plan, approach in this relationship. But it is exhausting. And it doesn't really last. Because the Knight of Cups, once that passion dies down, you would see that this kind of energy will shift to something else and someone else, you know? And it's not a grounding energy. So if you want something grounding, like the Queen of Pentacles, an earth sign, if you want that long-term relationship, it's best you try a different approach. All right? Tap into what your intuition is telling you, what the spirit is telling you. If that idea comes through, follow it. Don't doubt it. All right, and let the universe work its way towards helping you out with this problem. All right, and it also requires your decision making, because even though this swords is handed to you, if you don't decide to grab it, if you don't decide to go for it, then you might feel like you are stuck all over again. So that's really the energy that I'm getting here. It's all about unlocking a phase of doing the same things over and over. It almost feels like a karmic pattern you both need to release. So I hope that you find courage to see this in a different perspective, so that you can have a different energy flowing in this relationship, you know, and do not repeat the same story over and over again. So that is your reading, Scorpio. I hope that you guys meditate on this reading, and let me know if you like this kind of spread. It's an intuitive freestyle reading. I hope that you guys resonated with this. Sending you love and light, and I'll talk to you guys soon.